So, in this episode, we wanted to have conversations with someone from a different perspective. We wanted to have our boy on here, Sound Boy Picasso.
Sound
He
boy
is
Picasso.
exactly, he is an artist. He makes some African inspired music and, he's
Afrofusion.
built Afrofusion. Thank you,
Right.
Armstead.
Yes.
Yeah, and Afrofusion is such an interesting, genre. It's blending a lot of different styles. So we wanted to have him tell a little bit about himself. At the beginning, y'all are going to hear there be a little bit of a transition, but there were some gems in there that we really wanted to keep. Soundboy Picasso, is there anything you want to say to the people?
Hey, I go by Sound boy Picasso. My artist name is SI, like the rapper Ti, because I love rap music. I was born in Nigeria and I was raised in America. And I found music actually. Well, music found me as like a spiritual thing that just helps me communicate with the world. I'm working on my second album, and I just figured I need to be more sociable with the world. I always wanted to be part of a podcast, and I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to be part of this. And
Come
that's
back
just what I am.
anytime.
I just love making music. That's really all my life is about.
Dating in 2020 sucks. I gotta put that out there. I know you guys might be married, you might be dating, but I'm like the most single person on earth right now. A dollar bill
We
is
got
probably
we got
more
friends.
single than me, because
We-
what I realize with women sometimes, even from my culture, they want a ready-made man, meaning ready-made.
Really?
Yeah, man,
Your culture as well.
bro.
I thought
And
they
I know
ride with
it's
you.
big man. It's even getting worse in the world right now. These women nowadays just want things to be handled to them. A lot of them will have their own shit too, though, but they just want a ready-made man. And I don't live in that world because I have a company to run, I have stuff to build, and if you can't build with me, man, we good. We can date, we can hang out, we can do whatever, but that's it. You feel me?
Wow.
And I'm,
That's
I'm
it.
okay.
I
I'm
thought
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that now, But
it's kind of
um,
already like been that way though, but it's just not as bad as it
No,
was. I mean,
it's
not as
not
it
that.
is.
I don't think a man is okay with a woman who brings something to the table. She brings
yeah.
nothing to the table but a pretty face, big ass, big breast. Like, what do you mean? You need me to be somewhere? Like, where are you?
Oh
yeah,
yeah, now that
yeah,
that I completely agree with. Yeah.
it has
Yeah,
to be a little
you're
bit of give
correct.
and
You make
take.
a good point. It's just
Correct.
I'm just talking from experience and the kind of women I run into. Like for instance, I have 0 kids. For the past 2 months, every girl I've been hanging out with got kids. So I'm sitting there like, okay, I got bad head or something, like what's going on? And these are badass kids too, by the way. I'm talking like real badass kids. Like 1, 2 year old. Like 1, 2 year old kids that try to kick you out the mother house. I'm like, man, I came here to make sure your mother smile. Like, and no offense, as an African, most people would be like, yo, you only date Nigerian girls or you only date African. Bro, I date them all. Pussy don't got no language. You feel me? So like, man. But like I said, it's just with what I've been realizing, it's just harder for me to date. Like, bro, I've been living here a whole month. I've not invited a woman over here because I just need to be in my own space. You feel me?
True.
Because it's
Facts.
just good that way. Like, because I'm like, yo, if 9 or 10 times a woman is looking for a ready-made man, you got to be bringing something else to my table, like you said.
Yeah,
And it
unless you.
ain't, how they be like, oh, to get to a man's heart, you got to cook. Bro, my mom taught me how to cook when I was 12. Like, you can't, it's nothing you can cook for me that's going, if anything, I cook
Nice.
for your ass. Like, and God bless my mom for that, because she literally told me, she's like, yo, you ain't come to America, you about to live with your uncles. I want to make sure you know how to cook. And that is a skill that has saved me in a lot of relationships. And I'm 32 and I'm a big mom. You feel
I'm
me?
okay
So,
with that. Yeah, I know how to
you feel
cook too. She
yeah,
makes
because
such a phenomenal dish.
that's that one skill I know when I do get married. If I argue with my woman, I'm gonna have some food in my fridge. You feel me? You know how that go. You know how that go. And
I
I
ain't the
think,
best cook, man, but I can survive though. I can survive.
yeah, bro. I can survive too. It's just, I mean, I could cook and I could survive, but you need both as a bachelor. Because I'm a bachelor. That's the way I live my life. But I'm starting
I,
to understand that women will sometimes use that power of I can feed a man to starve a man when he do some dumb shit. So I had to get myself out of that because I used to live with my ex. That's how I got out of that old mess.
Oh, women
And
do that anyway, man. Rather than either try to starve you or try to take sex away from you.
yo, yeah.
Exactly.
Trust me, man. I never went through anything toxic till I lived with a woman. it changed me, man. I never did it. Bro, it changed me so much. I made my first album off of it. It changed. I'm like, man, why is this thing so different? And at that time, you know, when you do make your first project, you're trying to find yourself as an artist. So it's like it just hit me different. Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, why am I even in this?
Let me ask you something.
I thank God though. I thank God for that. You know.
When you, how old were you when you left Africa?
I was about 13 or 14. 2002. I was about
Okay, so
13
dang,
or
you probably,
14.
because I was gonna ask you, like, what do you like? How much of a difference is it from American women and it's women in Africa?
Bro, now it's the same. Then it was different.
Wow.
Bro, like I'm gonna give you the basic example, like the basic explanation. You know how like certain second world, third world, or fourth world countries try to move to like the second degree of the country, like a third world country is trying to move to a second world country. You get what I mean?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So when I left Nigeria, I was fortunate because at that time it was like post 9/11. They weren't even giving niggas visas, bro. They weren't even, you know how it is, man. America that got hit 9/11, man, they ain't fucking with nobody. You feel me? But I got lucky. I was just one of the few people that got to come in 2002.
Right.
And trust me now, the way the women look at the world now, and the way, because like we was talking about earlier, the media done fuck shit up. You feel me? Because the media, like, bro, it's the same now, yo. Like, I could take you to a party in Nigeria right now where you're gonna feel like somebody trying to oppress you. You know why? You walk in a club, the man them ready pop as much ace of spades as possible, yo. I'm not even talking like as much Henny. So you walking in there as a normal guy, if you're with a woman, she gonna be looking like, damn. And these are normal ways that people live their life in Nigeria because, our music has opened some doors that, the women see the world different. So right now, I would say in the new 2020, the new century or the new decade, whatever you want to call it, bro, it's damn near the same, yo. It's not different. And I'm talking from experience, from dating African women, African American women, Caribbean women. I don't know white. My father, he just promised me one day. He said, never get no white girl pregnant. There's nothing wrong with them. They're cool. I don't have nothing. I'm not racist or nothing. I went to a really diverse school. But, bro, it's damn near the same, yo. It's the same thing. Because I look at women, they only move off certain things, with my experience. Attention, value, money, some form of stability. Those four things are the fifth one, which is like love and loyalty, but I don't even believe in love anymore. That's just my 2 cents, man. I believe in loyalty. I think that's like love and steroids. Nowadays you don't get love. To me is like more of an emotion. It can be in your heart, it can be in your head, it can be in your dick, it can be any part of your body. But loyalty, that stuff is different. But yeah, bro, it's the same, yo.
Love can cloud the judgment sometimes.
You said love. Oh yeah, bro. Like my biggest thing on working on myself as I work on my second project here is to understand not to make decisions off emotions. Like I'm learning that even as an everyday black man, if I was to go cliche, because when you make decisions of emotions, you don't, sometimes you regret that shit. And love, like you said, can cloud that. So yeah, dating women is damn near the same. Because bro, we in a world now where it ain't everybody been on lockdown, yo. So it's like the media and the internet is just. It's feeding a lot of different signals and information to both sexes. But yeah, Africa is just as crazy, man. Like you in South Africa, man, you damn near to live like you in New York. I got homeboys that left Nigeria and moved to South Africa just to, just to live a different life. But yeah, it's the same, man. It's the same, my man. It ain't. It's just Africa is very beautiful. I'll tell you that. That's one thing.
What about the women? What about the women?
mean, the women. That some of them are more hospitable. Their hospitality is slightly different if you date between different cultures. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, like I said, them four things: attention, money or value. What else did I mention? Love or loyalty. Like those things, African women, trust me, they're looking for that.
So I got one more question. Mm-hmm. So with that said, as an American going there, how do you think we would fare?
This is the same thing I tell a lot of my American black friends or African American, whatever you want to associate yourself with. When you do go to Africa, it's like I'm gonna do one thing I do in computer science called reverse engineering. where you try to figure out how did you do something. When I came here, God bless my cousin. I got this one cool cousin. He's literally half American and half Nigerian. He showed me the ropes, man. Taught me Air Force Ones, taught me a little culture. You feel me? Like, and he's like my brother for life. I mean, he's my blood cousin, but he's my brother for life. Looked like a straight nigga. You wouldn't even know he was African. But
I mean, they look the same to me.
Yeah. No. Because bro, I come from a really mixed family, so it's like if you see a couple of us, you're gonna know like, oh yeah, these are the 100% Africans. These are the mixed ones. This is the one that got a little white blood in them. This is the one that got the little, because we all mixed. But what I've learned is if you are to go to Africa, you gotta have like somebody who's either lived in the country, who understands the culture, who can take you around. Okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Lil Baby, a rapper from Atlanta, Georgia. Everybody listen to Lil Baby. He was in Nigeria a few years ago, and he took, like, the guy that invited him to Nigeria is a Nigerian artist by the name of Davido, and he showed him around and made sure he had a good time. If Lil Baby had been like, look, I'm just gonna book that flight just to see what's popping in Africa, he might have not had that same experience. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like me coming over here. My cousin had to show me some stuff in Baltimore, Maryland, how shit is. You feel me? Because, you know, it's just a better experience. So if any of you guys were thinking about going, it's always good to have like a cool homeboy that's from that country that you intend to go to, that knows the area, so that way you can have so that way you don't walk in a club and shit like that happens. Because it's crazy in Lagos where I'm from. Like, niggas living like they're living here. You feel me? Like, no bullshit, you know? Like, I mean, I don't know if y'all got some cool African friends. Niggas in Lagos, Nigeria, they're living like they're living here. So, okay, if they're living like niggas living here, and a woman sees, because you know women, they see certain things, they might have certain standards, they might, you feel me? So it's like that lifestyle, and then they see certain stuff on the internet and on the news. You know, it's just like I said, it's almost the same. It's almost the same. And I'm gonna be straight up with you. African women love money, but I think all women love money.
Yeah, women love money.
Bro, that's my 2 cents.
Do they think you got money because you're an American?
Yeah, man. You know how much. That's why I'm single right now, man. You feel me? I'm
saying,
single.
like, if we were to go over there just as Americans, they're like, they got money. They're Americans.
Yeah. What they treat us like. What they treat us like. To give you an example, I went to China. And
that's a beautiful country, by the way.
Yeah. As soon as I got off the plane, man, they surrounded me. You know what I'm saying? Black man, oh, you know Kobe? You know, like
that's how they be in China. Because no offense, ain't that much black people in that bitch.
Yeah. So like I got treated like damn near royalty almost. Everybody wanted to take pictures with me. Everybody wanted to talk to me, even though I didn't know what they were saying. But it was just, is it like that or over there also?
Well, you don't look no different. That's what I'm saying. Do you look like?
Okay. It's not like that over there, but it's like me now. I'm in Macon, Georgia, and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Well, I was raised in Baltimore, Maryland. Somebody can easily tell that I'm not from around here. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like it's the same thing if you travel to Africa, and that's why I said it's always cool to go there or connect with people that are living in America here that are from there, so that way if y'all down there, he may tell you where the hood at. He may tell you where to go at. You know what I mean? Holler at the girls. He may tell you, oh, you want to catch a nice view. It just gives you a better experience, and that's why Lil Baby went to Africa. And he was like, yo, it's lit down there because Davido showed him a good time.
I got another question.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the experience. I'm listening, boss. I'm all ears, man. I joined this just to, you know.
What about somebody like me? Is there
Where you from? Where you from? Like, what's your nationality?
I'm from here. I'm from here.
Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Is there colorism?
No, bro. I see what you mean, bro. I got you, bro. Yo, it's light skinned Nigerians, yo. Like light skinned shit. Like Drake looking ass niggas. Okay. No offense to Drake. Yeah. Bro. I mean, you might get more pussy because of your color. No offense, but black, dark niggas still moving. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It doesn't make much of a difference. That's what that's really what I'm trying to know.
Because you got that colorism. I'm just like, do they have colorism?
Nah, it ain't.
That was a real question.
And I'm from a certain tribe I'm from the Yoruba tribe in Nigeria.
I know the Yoruba tribe.
Yeah, man. And then some people from the Igbo tribe, they tend to be more lighter than us.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. While I was growing up, no offense. While I was growing up. I would have made an Igbo joint because that was bad as shit. You feel me? But it didn't change. It didn't change nothing. It really didn't change nothing. And then when I came here, I saw like the blackest Igbo guy, and I was like, this nigga really Igbo? And you know, like I said, just living in different places will open up your. But you know, you might get a slight favoritism. You might just get a. It's just different. You might just have a girl just walk up to you just because of that complexion, and she just want to fuck you because of that. African girls, you never, bro. African girls, you never know what they want. Bro, I done dated African chicks lighter than American chicks. I done dated, bro. No bullshit, bro.
Here, everyone thinks you got white blood in you because you light skinned. I'm just like, that's not true.
Nah, bro. Yo, you right. No, bro. Yo, you right. Yo, bro, you were so right about that. And
I'm like, bro, we come in all colors. Like, I like no.
Yeah, like, bro, I got cousins, bro. They're straight Africans, bro. Probably your complexion, bro. Probably speak about 3 languages. You're gonna be like, what the hell? Because you know, I still think all black people came from Africa. I still think all people came from Africa. Everybody just kept getting darker or lighter as they got closer or far away from the sun.
Exactly.
That's just what I think.
I agree with that.
Like I said, I'm not no historian or nothing, but I was fortunate enough. I was in a library in Baltimore one time, and this lady just gave me like the way she broke it down to me, man. Man, she was talking some sense, man. She was talking about like black Jews and all. She was talking some real sense.
We're all from Africa as a race of humans, but I don't think every black person that's here in America came from the slave trade.
Yes.
I think there were some of us already here.
Facts.
Right.
Facts. That's a man. You hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yeah, everyone thinks they're like they think they have slave descendancy.
Nah. Not
some
everybody's
a Native American, like whatever they want to call us.
Black people are so black people. We are so blessed. There's black people everywhere, man. Man, I got.
Do y'all even use that word?
Do we use the word black?
Just say culture. Or it's just culture.
I mean, we just use like. Okay, this is the problem of Africa, and it's similar to the problem of here. Like you said, colorism too. We tend to break into our own tribes too. That's the only problem I think Africa has, and that's the reason why Africa is so fucked up. Like Africa can literally solve the whole world's problem. The phone you're using, the cobalt, like every mineral is in Africa, gold, all that shit is there, yo. But tribalism has divided Africa so much that people started doing business with other countries, and that's how all this whole shit happened. It was West Africans that sold each other to slavery. How you think the white man? You can't just come to Africa. Africa is like a survival of the fittest. It really is a jungle. So they needed other black people to sell black people. And that's just the harsh reality of it. And coming from the west side, west part of Africa, that's really where that mess started. But a lot of tribalism does still happen in Africa, and that's why the whole Africa is so divided. Like we got 2 West African countries still fighting over land right now, bro.
Yep.
You feel me? Shit like that. You feel me? So it's like, but a lot of that division came from the white man. I do Uber a lot. Well, I used to. I don't do it anymore. You can take that from the podcast. But a guy from Cameroon, I gave him a ride one time, and he was telling me how the Europeans just looked at Africa as a map and just divided it based on minerals. And I never, man, you don't learn that shit in history class. You feel me? And he was right. He was talking some real shit. He was a doctor, and we were talking coronavirus stuff, and you know, me and him had a real high-level conversation back in like right before the shutdown and all that stuff happened. And he was literally telling me how the Europeans literally just looked at Africa as like a gold mine. That's why it's so different. Man, we got black Africans, Portuguese Africans, we got Spanish-speaking Africans, French. Like damn near every major language is spoken in Africa. You know, so it's all we can do as black people, which I associate myself with, because I don't associate myself as an African. Because we are all black. I don't, growing up and going to school there, I don't remember what they taught us in history books and stuff, but I always looked at myself as black. And the reason I do is, God bless my brother, he introduced me to a lot of hip-hop music in like 95, 96. So that just opened up my brain. Because, black culture runs the world. Like, there's nobody, like, everybody got to agree to that. Black culture runs the world. So from the way black culture was already getting influenced by me as a young man, I had a Walkman in like, well, y'all call it middle school, and I was like the coolest kid. I had the Walkman, I had the Biggie songs, I had the Tupac song, I had the 112, I had like every hit song, and the black culture helped me associate myself as black, even before I could even sometimes associate myself as African, because I just look at myself as black, you know. But yeah, a lot of, you know, tribalism has other Africans, like there's white Africans living in South Africa that are literally white, born and raised. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And you know, we can only pray for South Africa, man. It's probably one of the most beautiful countries in the world, man. It's parts of South Africa look just like New York at night. You can't even tell the difference.
They don't show that on TV.
But they're not gonna show you that. That's why I don't watch the TV, man. There's nothing there, man. It's just bad. It's just bad news, man. I turn on the TV, man.
Y'all all live in Cash
and huts and all that, and it's so no. It's the real. It's real, bro. I was in high school here, man, and I'm not gonna. I was in a culture shock my first year of high school in America, man. This shit still haunts me till today, but it taught me the most important lesson in life. This whole world is a jungle. Real shit, bro. Cause I'm in Baltimore, Maryland. They shooting up my first couple of weeks in high school, man. I'm looking like, man, this is the shit that was happening down the street from me where I was raised in Lagos. You feel me? So it's like, you know, it's just we are in an age now where we control the narrative as black people, and we really gotta understand that it's our culture that's running this world. No bullshit, bro. Like the clothes, everybody wanna wear our clothes, shoes, listen to our music. And all of it does kind of come from Africa. So, you know, I appreciate you guys having me here, man. Like, it's all positive vibes, you know. But, yeah, you know, some Africans do not understand the concept of being black. They'll rather understand it as the concept of being African. But me, myself, I know my story, you know, and I can associate myself as being black. Because if I walk down the street on Baltimore, Maryland, and I got racially profiled, and somebody tell me, hey, show me your ID card, I'm being identified as a black man. You feel me? So, you know, and that has happened before, you know. No bullshit. So I've seen all forms of all kinds of shit, but I'm used to it, man. Because whatever don't kill you just make you stronger, you know. And that's how I move, man. But that's a great question, man. I appreciate you asking me that. You know, some people don't, but I do.
Since this is in the future, when the listeners you'll be hearing this, and we have definitely passed 5 million cases of coronavirus, and almost 200,000 people are dead. Do you think people are going to pay more attention now, or is it going to be about the same?
Allegedly.
No, you did not just throw the alleged on there.
That's a great question, man. And like, I feel like people are still gonna do what they're doing regardless. I don't know why, but I feel like, you know, we are in the midst of a pandemic. I mean, it's 3 most important things you're supposed to do: wash your hands, sanitize your hands, and wear a mask. And trust me, the wear a mask part, I feel like a lot of people are not even adhering to, and that could be why all of this has been, like, the numbers have been going up. But I'm hoping, even after the numbers are going up, people do start paying more attention. But, you know, this is a country where people are going to do whatever they're going to do regardless, man. You know, that's the harsh reality of it. But I hope this is like a wake-up call for everybody in the world to understand that we are in the midst of a pandemic, and you have to stay safe. Like, you staying safe is you protecting people, you know. You know, that's just what I have, and anything else you guys want to share. But I hope it gets better. But, you know, we're hoping it was going to get better like 2 months before, and now we have the second wave. And I hope we do not have a third wave. You know, that's just my prayer. All we can do is pray now. Yeah, all we can do is pray.
That's all we can do, and just make sure that we do socially distance, wear a mask.
Yeah, those 3 things: wear the mask, wash your hands, sanitize your hands, social distance. You know, and don't go nowhere if you're not feeling good. Like, that's like the most, you know, like, don't be the problem. You know,
Exactly. If you're not feeling good, stay your ass at home.
Man. Yeah, stay home, man.
One thing we don't talk about is, like, the African nations are not as affected as everywhere else in the world. And I always wonder why.
Africa is slightly affected.
They're affected, but not like America. You know what I'm saying? America's bad.
I'll tell you why America has been hit. Because everybody likes to travel here. That's you know, America is like a tourist. It's a tourist. Like, I'll tell you from up north, DC. As soon as you last in DC, that's a tourist attraction right there. You feel me? So, you know, Yeah. Oh yeah. DC is my guy, man. DC is. I mean, I was raised up north, man. DC is a big tourist attraction. That's like
I've been
DC,
there and I didn't get the hype.
Maryland, Virginia. No, it's see that. Maybe you didn't have a lot of fun. Maybe you didn't go to the club. Maybe you didn't eat the.
No, he did not. He did not.
Or maybe you were hanging out with the one crowd. But trust me, like I was raised in Baltimore, and we used to drive from Baltimore to DC. Like I drive from Macon to freaking Atlanta now, just to go have some good fun. DC is very lit. It's like the most lit of all those 3 states: DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Everybody go to DC to have good time. So DC is a major tourist attraction. I mean, you got the White House over there. That's already like, you feel me? So it's like, I'm hoping that this does subside and die down. We do have coronavirus in Africa. It's just that it's not as big because a lot of Africans, we practice holistic medicine. A lot of us drink herbs. Like even with me, I found an African grocery store yesterday, and I feel like I just hit go because I done got all the herbs and all that. I'm ready to put that in my body, and like I was telling a guy yesterday, your immune system is what you should really focus on during these times because it's what's in your body that can help fight whatever's out there. Because we don't even know, man. Dr. Fauci, whatever his name is, he don't even know what the coronavirus. He don't know what's going on. Fauci. Man, this man was covering his face while Trump was talking. It's like we don't really know much about these things. That's why we're having a second wave, because we thought we did, And, I'm just hoping that whatever they are trying to find in Africa, even though Africa always gets that hit, they're trying to test some kind of vaccines there. But what people don't know is as you're testing some kind of vaccine, it's going to have side effects too. So my major prayer is anywhere they're trying to look for a cure or vaccine for this thing, if it does end up being Africa, everybody should be credited. I will tell you one good information I learned yesterday. I think he's from Nigeria. He made like this multivitamin that's like really good. It was like the first black-owned multivitamin. A friend of mine had put it on his Instagram yesterday, and it just made me really happy. Bro, it's the most little things that could probably fix us possibly catching this thing. And I hope that the whole world understands that. Just eat right, take vitamins, like just boost your immune system the best way you can, and I'm hoping Africa does come up with a cure, even though we don't have a lot of cases. But we've had cases from people traveling because Africa is a tourist attraction,
because they were having I don't remember what part. Weren't they having something with testing? They was like, hell no, not on us.
Nah, but trust me, bro, we live in a world. Now this is the harsh truth. Even though you're hearing no online, trust me, that stuff already happening now. Because we live in a world where money tends to motivate people. So we've had people volunteer to get some kind of testing done in Africa. It's happening already. And the World Health Organization, they never tell you the truth. The World Health Organization been lying. They've been lying.
You got the people over there who are like, hey, we just want to actually test. So you got some good people in there. But then you got other people who are like, I don't care how many bodies hit the floor. I want to get something out to the people. And that's kind of the problem, is that the people who don't care how many bodies are, that's the reason they're going there. So you're right, R. Reed. There were the people who said, you can't do that. But going back to what Soundboy's saying, like, that's true, is that when you have a money motivation, somebody's going to be able to offer enough people, especially, if you're living on, let's say, $200 a month, in America, you're like, wow, that's not enough. But in many other countries, $200 American can go a long way.
Trust me, I do business in Nigeria, Africa. I do business all over. So I know you make a great point with that. And that's why you have that loophole. And when you have politics, medicine, finances, all mixed up with government, man, we don't even know what they're telling us. That's why I said the most we can do, man, is just to pray. That's the most.
And I mean, the thing about Black people, and as kind of like, as you were saying, like, the Jamaicans have come up with their system. You get some turmeric, some ginger.
Food, bro.
Exactly.
Man, I just had that this morning. Man, I'm always on that, man. I've actually learned how to make this like juice, and I'm gonna share it with y'all. Just get some good ginger root, get you some pineapple juice, get you some lemon or something, man. Just blend that. Man, you're gonna be good. It might not taste good, but your body gonna be good.
Exactly.
And that's a problem. That's a problem that everybody have. If it really don't taste good, they don't want to do it.
Well, yeah, but you got to, man. That virus juice that you're talking
and that's
about.
what I started doing. I started adding like my base. Then I'll get the pineapple juice. I mean, I was doing all this regardless just to clean my system, because the better your immune system is, the better you can fight this thing, man. Because it's like a cold that's on another level. You feel me? Well, so they said. I mean,
exactly.
like I said, But we, that's a great question, man. But we just hope our Africa stays protected. The continent has been exploited too long. But just hope something good comes out of this. I just hope something good comes out. At least if you're gonna exploit people, have something good, like have a great result. So that way there's.
Well, that's why we need people like you, like bridging the gap, because you have the American and the Nigeria, and about other parts of Africa that people can come together and say, hey man, you're gonna go to Africa. Let me tell you about one of my homeboys who can take you. He's gonna show you the right places, and then we can build something together. Because it's the African diaspora, all of us. No matter where we are. That's gonna be the thing that rescues it.
I got homeboys that live in Japan. We grew up on the same street in Africa, man. We grew up on the same street in Nigeria. They live in Japan. There's black people everywhere, man. Where we are too much. And
that's my next stop,
Japan. That's a good point, man. It's all about just unity, man. That's all. That's all we got.
Yeah, but traveling internationally right now, we don't talk about it, but we ain't gonna be able to travel. We got like 2 years,
but it's not gonna last forever.
That, right? Yeah, but we got 2-3 years to plan. And I'm the kind of person, man. I'm big on planning, man. If you got an idea that it's gonna be big, like look at Akon now. He's ready to have Akon City. Man, you know how long he been trying to get Akon City? You know how many people told him no? You feel me?
He's about to get Akon City?
Yeah, Akon's about to have Akon City. Yeah, man.
I didn't know that.
Airplanes, all that, man. This man is on another wave. I'm even trying to understand how he do all this, but just getting to meet him has inspired me to even become a musician. I never thought I ever actually spoke like, man, he's on another level. And why I respect what he's trying to do is he's thinking about Africa Fest, because nobody knows. Let's say they say, oh, we done found a cure for coronavirus. Is in Africa. What you think gonna happen, yo?
They ain't gonna care.
They're gonna come through and they're gonna take it. They're gonna come through and they're gonna take it. They're gonna come through, they're gonna take it.
Niggas gonna be buying, niggas gonna go make their own private jet and they're gonna be in Africa. Fuck the fucking TSA, yo. You gonna have niggas fly that.
Exactly. You gonna figure it out.
Yeah, people gonna figure it out, yo. Somebody gonna build a plane, yo. Ain't gonna be like, look, what they gonna do? You can, because I mean, it's my plane. It's quarantine. You feel me? Because it's just all about building from, like we always say one thing in Africa, there's no journey like home, and I'm planning to go back in a few years myself. I've never been back since I've been here. I've been building some things, and music kind of got me, like one of my mentors literally told me, he said this African music is going to be very big soon. You don't need to go home yet. And he saved my life, because everybody was telling me like, yo, you were African home, yo. And look at our African music that got big now. What if I listened to those people, a couple of years back and went back to Africa? But there's nothing wrong with going back to Africa. It's a beautiful place. There's less coronavirus cases there. And I'm hoping one day they do find that vaccine there. Because it's going to be big.
They say when you travel now, I think you got to be in quarantine for 2 weeks before they let you in that country, right?
Yeah, you can't, man. But bro, I'm going to tell you one thing about Africans. They're too rich. A lot of Africans, the rich ones, they got private jets, man. They moving around. They ain't worried about nothing, bro. People with private jets right now, they don't care about nothing. They're just moving around. Because we're going to stop them. Ain't nobody, if people scared to catch the corona, so what you going to get a traffic stop in the air? You feel
exactly.
me?
You can't stop them in the air.
Yeah,
you can't stop. As long as they get that manifest cleared, and they say that we're going from here to there, and that other airport gives them clearance. That's it. There's no other question. You can complain about it later, but they got the manifest pass. You can say, "Oh, we need your passports," but everybody got passports now.
Yeah, and everybody loves coming to America, but now even America getting banned. I'm like, what is going on? This did not happen when Obama was president.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm like, what?
It didn't.
It did, and that's why we got the shittiest president, man. That guy gotta go, man. I've never heard about America getting banned from if you have an American passport, you can get into it damn near everywhere. And now they're looking at it like, hope you don't got corona. You feel me? But hey, it's all positivity. I hope we do find the cure for this virus, because it's causing too much mental. That's a topic that people are not even realizing. What's gonna happen to your cousins and your younger nephews when they come and they're like, oh, you got school online. It's stopping that face-to-face interaction. And some learners are good. Some people can learn online. You feel me? But some people need that face-to-face teacher. Man, I'm just looking at the next generation. Like, man, 2020 was the worst year. Or somebody could be like, it was a good year. But I'm just trying to be more positive in the midst of all of this. But yeah, this virus is stopping a lot of things. That's the harsh reality, man.
It is.
It's definitely.
Yeah, but you know what's blowing up? Tinder. Be hoes on there. Can they check your temperature when you come to the door? You know what I'm saying? You good.
I mean,
you're right. But
that's the thing about it.
I look at that as more of like you exchanging your semen and your stuff with women that that and them energies. You feel me? There's one thing we say in Africa: if you sleep with a wrong woman, you might have some bad luck. And trust me, I done seen it happen. So if you're the type just hitting up on them backstage and Tinder, you don't know what you messing with. You might not have the coronavirus, but you might have some shit.
Yeah, man. Same thing in Japan, man. That gamungi.
Yep.
Like, there's some stuff that they don't even talk about. Some stuff you can get from sleeping with the wrong one.
Yeah, man.
And you be over here talking about,
energies don't lie, man. You might not have the coronavirus, but you might have bad luck. But yeah, that's a great question, man. I just hope, the virus we do find, because the hardest thing about this virus, guys, is America still does not have a plan on how to combat this thing. That's the harsh reality. Even some other countries they actually do. Like, look at Canada. They got the best healthcare in the world. I don't think Canada has been hit that crazy, and this is a neighboring country.
That's the thing. People always underestimate it. No, America's got great healthcare, but if you look at Canada,
they got the best in the world.
They're not having the problems UK having.
No, sorry, I got to get more family oriented. My brother lives in Canada, and I spoke to him because my family's everywhere. He goes, yeah, we had one case. I'm like, yeah, because y'all got one of the best healthcare in the world. It's damn near free. So yeah, obviously you're gonna have less cases.
They had a whole plan.
No, they had cases.
Like they gave them people money.
Bro, America gave people money.
Trump not that much.
No, I mean real money.
Real money, but look at it. What Trump has been trying to do since it got in. He's been trying to mess up everything Obama did with Obamacare, all that. But bro, the healthcare system in America hasn't been the best. We both know that, man.
But where I wanted to go, because we've been on this topic for a minute here.
It's an L topic because it's a major topic. It's affecting everybody. It's probably the most important thing.
What you guys mentioned about kids and how the kids are dealing with it, I think that really,
that's sad, bro.
Really is important because this topic is near and dear to our read. Like, kids are out of school. Kids have been trying to come up with ways to get money because they're not getting hired at the little jobs. Like one of the kids I know who used to work and had a job, he'd been on unemployment. And he's early in this unemployment game because, again, his business had to close. So he got on unemployment. But
I don't want to go that route because I feel like somebody give me money, man, it just makes me lazy. No offense to people that do it.
It just depends. It depends only on how you do it. Because remember, either way it goes, the government never tells you what happens to your unemployment money when you don't use it. Because remember, this is all money that you're paying for.
Facts.
So whenever people are like, I don't know if I should use it. No. Sir or ma'am, the government is taking this money and they do not tell you where that money goes when you don't use it. Because every year that you don't claim unemployment, that money is still set aside. Your employer still set it aside. You still paid into part of it. And that money is gone. It's poof. Wow. It disappears. It disappears every single year. And they never tell us what they do with all the money from all the people who are employed. Wow. But for kids who are looking for a way to do it, a lot of them have been doing the water hustle, or as they call them in Atlanta, the bottle boys. So, they run up to the car, they try to get you.
Oh, that's all over Baltimore. That's a Baltimore thing. When I seen that over here, I'm like, dang, I got this out here too. But I couldn't blame them, yo. I couldn't blame them. Because you gotta make ends meet. You gotta make ends meet.
Yeah, you do.
You gotta
make ends meet.
In this day and age, if anybody out here making any kind of money in the pandemic, man, God bless them, and the essential workers, anybody just doing anything, trying to make some kind of productivity, man, God bless them, man. But we got that in Baltimore. Baltimore boys, damn near every corner in Baltimore. Because you can't blame them. At least they're not trying to sell you.
You can't.
They're not trying to sell
You
you
can't
crack
blame
or
them at
some
all.
other drugs or something. You feel me? They're trying to sell you something that can help you, water. So that whoever's doing that, that's a good point.
No, you're right. So where this leads is the fact that we've had the Bottle Boys. There was an incident where one of them basically shot at somebody, and now the city of Atlanta is tightening down on them, and they're coming down like a hammer because of this one incident, and also the incidents where they'll just swarm cars, they'll take people's money.
Yo, these are regular street niggas just wake up in the morning just looking for a little hustle. They might have thought twice if they wanted to tote the tote today or sell the drug, and then just like a few of them might have been like, I'm gonna try to sell some water today. But like I said, the same thing does happen in Baltimore, Maryland, where I was, and you cannot blame a lot of these kids. That's why when I'm driving and I be sizing them up before I even buy water for them, and I rarely do. I got water in my trunk, man. No offense. You feel me? Because they could be going through something.
Exactly.
And you could say something to them. Some of them will even clean your windows in Baltimore and wait for them and stuff like that. But I try to be because you're still in the hood. Most of the times that you see these kids, it's damn near in the hood. So whatever might have happened, and the way Atlanta is cracking on it, at the end of the day, you cannot blame people for trying to make an honest living, regardless of the pros and the cons of it. That's just how I look at it. But it's just sad. Most of these kids can't get no job. That's why they do that. They can't.
Exactly. We can't blame them, but we do. Something does here have to change. Like the swarming people, the taking dollars without giving water and being like, "Hey man, it's not my problem. I didn't take your money."
You can't do
that. Maybe they just have to take. They just need to take another take on it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like they don't ever say nothing to the guys out there selling bean pies or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they need to do like dress
that's because they
differently.
dressed up in suits and they're sitting at little intersections and they just look at you. And if you make eye contact,
I'm laughing at something right. But you cannot blame anybody for trying to make an honest living. But it's always good when it's positive, no violence, and just make your money.
Exactly.
Like, if you gotta do all that, you gotta shoot at somebody to make $5-10, man, you might as well just go rob somebody. And I'm not propagating no robbery, but if you gotta stand in the sun and go through all that, like it's not worth it. 9 out of 10 times you're gonna get locked up. You're another statistic, And trust me, just do it with sense. That's just because you gotta make ends meet.
Exactly. Do it with sense. Do it with sense.
And no violence. Like you cannot. There's nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing positive comes from violence. Nothing. Look at Meek Mill, man.
No, it doesn't.
Meek Mill, man, God bless him. Sorry I had to throw him in there, man. Meek Mill is a street Philly guy that realized, man, this violent shit is either gonna get me killed or locked up, man. I need to spread more positivity into this world. And look at him now. He been doing good since he's been out. You never would have thought Meek Mill would be doing really good, but you have to realize, man, that violence, all that, you don't solve no problem, man. And I know a lot of us we are from different backgrounds, and a lot of us from different backgrounds, and we've seen some form of violence, and that's what makes a lot of us, because we've at least had some kind of encounter or some kind of ordeal. And these kids, there's nothing wrong with what they're doing, but they should just do it with positivity, make some money, and go back home to your family. If you're gonna do it, just do it for a couple hours, make a couple change, and go back home, because you want to make it home every day. You don't want to go out there and next thing you're on the news, shot somebody shot you over $1? It's not worth it. A couple of dollars.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not.
Life is more important. People dying from coronavirus. Why you want to die from shot? No, it don't make sense. But that's a good point, though. You all got some good topics here, man. I appreciate how you're touching up on the topics, man. It's really dope.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And we're gonna hope that by the time this episode comes out, Keisha and them have ironed something out, because they were talking about trying to get them into other avenues for them to make money. I think they really just need to do like a trash thing, because Atlanta streets definitely got plenty of trash on them.
Oh my God, if they have all them kids doing trash and they're paying them good, trust me, the streets be clean. Trust me.
Yeah, the streets would be super
you
clean.
walk out and be like, what the heck? Same thing in Baltimore, man. It's just another, like I said, the world is a jungle. I'm sorry I keep using that. It is a jungle. Everybody just trying to survive.
No. Don't be sorry at all.
Nah,
you're accurate.
Trying to survive. This kid, that's all they're trying to do. They're trying to survive. Because if they don't make a couple of dollars, you don't know what that couple of dollars could be. That could be their dinner. It could be their lunch. Their mama could knit it. Their aunt, for a kid to go do that in the hot ass sun, trust me, the kid really trying to make a couple of dollars. I mean,
they be out there in all types of weather during the summer.
yeah, man, just trying to make a couple of dollars.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's
You
crazy, but
can't
I
knock
mean,
nobody hustle if they're doing it in a positive way
yeah,
and no violence involved. That's what I'm about and what I've learned from growing up in the fucking streets of Baltimore, man. If
They
any of
said
y'all
the
ever
few
been to
ruin it for
Baltimore,
the many, though, right?
same old thing. It's the same old thing, man.
so since we're on the positivity, I really did like what we're seeing out of Portland with the people protesting, police, because now we got like the third rank. So the first rank, it was the protesters by themselves. The second rank was the mothers came out, and then the fathers came out. These are people who are saying, look, we see y'all. Yeah, the few do ruin it for the many, Reed.
Yes, I like
Yeah,
that.
the
That's a good
mothers and
point.
the fathers out there, and now you got the veterans. So the third wave is veterans. Like I get the fact that the police are out there acting wild with these federal cops, which is bullshit. But I do like the fact that you see communities that would have otherwise been a little divided are starting to come together. You
Oh,
got
that's
white
good.
folks,
That's
black
good.
folks,
That's good.
Africans, you got Chinese people out there. You got people of all colors who are saying, nah, these are our streets. We are the people.
Yep.
What y'all need to do is y'all need to either tear down these monuments to slave owners or racists, or y'all need to defund the police and put the money that you're reallocating into social programs that will help people, deferment programs, put it into housing, put it into social mobility. Let's get some of these people off the streets. But we are together on this, and that's what I find to be so powerful and positive in this current moment, is that people are being about it. Like the media, again, going back to what you're saying, the media doesn't doesn't show now that it's not trending anymore. But these people have been protesting for more than 58 days. I think we had 60 now, so we'll probably be at like almost 70, or sorry, almost 80 something by the time this probably hits. But it's really showing me that, I'm throwing some money for people's bail and for protester food, but I see my money being used when I donate to these good causes, because people, they're staying out there and they're not letting the police or anybody else intimidate them. And that's exactly what it is to be American.
Wow, that's dope, man. I'm happy that like people are coming together. It takes a nation to solve any problem, and this problem is a problem of shit. Yes, like I mean, I can't remember the guy's name. Like he was like part of the Congress. I don't remember his name. Like an older guy that he like did a speech with Martin Luther back in the day. I'm not too big on politics. His name, black guy. He died.
John Lewis.
John Lewis, yes. So people like that, I hope their death is not in vain, because at the end of the day, we now have two problems. Now we're first talking about a health issue. Now we are talking about a social cultural and a civil rights. So unless we're gonna get a president that addresses issues, nobody wants. That's all I gotta say. Trump ain't gonna solve those two problems. We already know Trump is. I don't know what to call him. Racist, semi-racist, fully racist. I don't even know. But I will tell you, there are black people in Trump's corner too. Trust me, you never share that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that's in Trump's corner that are black right now. I know a couple of them.
That's why I had to pick your brain with that. Sorry, boss man, but it's a yin and a yang with all of this. But the way those people are protesting peacefully, it shows that this is when this country really needs to unite. Because if we have a united, trust me, we will really have a united. You get what I mean? Because it's really what this country is.
I get it.
Yeah, this country is built on a lot of cultures, diversity, and we just need to uphold those values. That's all we need to do. But it's very hard to uphold those values. Some people just think their values are better values. So yeah, whoever's doing that, man, that's really very positive. They're 60 days in. That's almost 2 months. Hopefully, if they keep doing it, maybe by November we'll have some kind of change. Because they have not still arrested the people that killed Breonna Taylor. You feel me? Like you said, I don't think so. I still keep seeing it on the internet. And God bless that basketball.
No, you're right. They haven't arrested her killers. They haven't arrested Elijah McClain's killers.
It's still a long
and that's
list.
the thing about it is,
it's still a long list. I mean,
exactly.
George Floyd. Everybody talking George Floyd, but these motherfuckers got rap sheets. You feel me? They need to arrest every one of the people on that list. George Floyd was just the tip of the iceberg. You know, I've not really been big on activism because I just moved and, you know, I've been my own. Every album I make, I put a political. So that might be stuff I'm going to talk about in my next album. I even have a political record talking about how, you know, the African government is always stealing money. I mean, all governments steal money. You feel me? But whoever is protesting and doing what they're doing right now, trust me, man, they're doing something great. And the fact that they are putting some form of diversity in is showing that we can unite as a people for the greater good of this country. Because that's the only way we're going to solve the problem, man. Because we don't know who's going to find a cure for this stuff. It could be anybody from any race. So, you feel me? Anybody can find coronavirus like we were talking about. So, let's say we do find a cure in like the most hated country by America. You think America is not going to try to make some kind of business with it? You know, the whole world needs together now. Anybody that's coming together and doing something positive, that's really cool, man. So, you know, that was a great point. That's all I got.
Anyway, thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and end this podcast. We appreciate your support. Check us out at EVYD Black Men on Twitter, Everyday Black Men on Instagram, and the Everyday Black Men Facebook page.